Hello, and welcome again to Sewcialista. In this video tutorial, I'm going to go back into the sewing room and take a look at the other two features, the fabric stash and the pattern stash. If you're like me, you may have accumulated an inventory of both fabric and patterns. And one of the reasons I wanted to create this site was I've always been looking for a way to inventory them and an easy way to search for them. So in the sewing room, you'll find that is where you can enter both your fabrics and your patterns. You can see in the fabric stash, I've entered 4 of my fabrics. You can click on it again and get a larger view of it, see some information on what type of fabric it is, how many yards you have, the width, where you purchased it from. You can edit it, or you can add to your stash. So I'm going to go ahead and add another fabric to my stash. I'm going to choose my photo. And again, I can choose from my media library, or I can upload it from my computer. I'm going to select a file, and I'm going to go into my pictures where I have my fabric stored. I'm going to select this black and white knit and upload it. Once again, you'll see it goes into the media library where you can later edit it if need be, but for now we're going to add it. And now let's record some information on it. I'm going to call this my black and white knit. It is a knit. I have 4 yards of it. It is 60 inches wide. And I actually purchased this on a trip to Italy. I don't recall what I paid for it, but I'm not going to enter that. And I can put any other notes I want to on there. But for now, I'm just going to enter the fabric and hit submit. Going back to the sewing room, you'll now see that that entry is in my fabric stash. Now, one of the features that I love, again, is this search feature. So if I want to search in here, I can do a general search. And let's say I just want to do it in my fabric stash, and I want to search for just my knit fabrics. I'm going to do that. And that is the only knit I have uploaded. I can also go into the advanced search. And let's say I found a pattern that I want to make, and it requires 3 yards of fabric. So I'm going to enter the yards. Oh, I'm in the wrong location. I'm going to go to the fabric stash and enter the yards available and hit submit. And it will search within my fabrics for anything that I have 3 yards of. Again, let's go back to the sewing room and take a look at the pattern stash. It pretty much works the same way, but you can see I've entered a few patterns in here. And let's take a look at this Vogue pattern I entered. And we can look at the fields. You can enter a title for it, the pattern company, the pattern number, a description of it, and you can choose a category that it fits into. We'll be expanding this too as our community grows. And one of the features I really like is, do you own it or do you want it? One of the things I always do is when I find a pattern that I want, I take a picture of it on my phone. And then when I go to the store to buy it, I'm hunting through all my photos to find this pattern that I put in there that I want. Instead, I can say, I don't own it, but I want it, which I won't do on this one because I do own it. But I'll show you in the search feature then how this makes it easy that then you can find all the patterns you want. You can enter 2 images in the patterns so that you can show the front cover and the back cover and keep that information easily accessible. Now let's go to the search feature. And that's where I can go in and I can do an advanced search. And in the pattern stash, I'm going to search. You can see the ones I've entered all come up, but I'm going to just search for the one I don't own yet. And I submit that, and up comes the pattern I'm looking for. So I hope you will enjoy these features as much as I do and have a chance to get some of your patterns and fabrics uploaded.